Peach, come here. I'm being attacked. Peach. Peach. Okay, you know what? Come here. Come here. Hi guys. I want to introduce you guys to my cat Peach. He's 6 years old now and he's a very good boy. Unlike many cats out there, he's not the type to get mad and start scratching. He isn't loud, and he somehow never touches the food on the table. And he just loves sleeping. And I love him. I mean, look at him. He's such a low maintenance pet to have by my side, but there is one thing that he isn't. He isn't affectionate. Well, let me say that again so you know the extent of just how unaffectionate he actually is. He doesn't have a single affectionate molecule in his body. Once in a blue moon, he'll come up to me, screaming his tail off, and I'll put him on my desk and start petting him and scratching behind his ear and under his chin like he likes. Then he'll start purring and lying down and asking for more. Even if this happens, I don't know, once a month or so, you might be tempted to say, "Brick! Of course he's an affectionate cat. He came up to you for snuggles." But no, this is not affection. This is simply him asking to be rubbed and petted, and I think there's a difference. You know, that little thing that cats do when they start rubbing their body on you? Yeah, that thing. He doesn't do that. You know, when cats love you, apparently, if they lick you? Yeah, no, I can't relate. And you know that cutest thing that cats do when they make biscuits and start pushing their humans with their hands? Yeah, Peach is not a baker. And the few times he does ask to be petted and rubbed, all he does is meow and scream without any real direction, just waiting for someone to notice and start petting him. That's right, he expects me to get right into the action without anything to get me in the mood. I mean, imagine someone just going up to you and saying, "No!" out of nowhere and expecting you to start snuggling up to them. I mean, I'd expect a dinner and a movie first, right? But jokes aside, Peach, he's a wonderful boy, but he's not at all affectionate. And this is something I've had to come to terms with these past few years. I want to be completely transparent to you because I think it's important to get to the bottom of what I've been feeling for so long. And sometimes, when we talk about pets, it's like anything even remotely negative is immediately brushed off as hate speech by the legion of animal lovers everywhere. Look, I love Peach. I love him so much. And it pains me to say it, but I just wished he loved me a little bit too. And sometimes, when I see other cats just showing so much love to their humans, I actually get really sad. So Peach isn't actually my only cat. Without having to go through all the details, I had another cat, Kiko, who was really sweet and affectionate, but I had to choose one because of the circumstances. And since Peach was already accustomed to living with me, comfortable and, by the looks of things, happy with the situation, I couldn't just uproot him and take Kiko in. So that's how I have this fun little guy right here next to me today. Do I regret not keeping Kiko instead of Peach? Honestly, sometimes I do. The thought really does actually come to me, but I never give it any attention or even the slightest consideration. And this is why I wanted to make this video. I wanted to come to terms with my feelings of unrequited love for my cat, and wonder if I'm being the most selfish human being in the world. When I think about wanting a sweeter, more affectionate cat, I do start feeling like I could be a horrible person for even having these thoughts. But one day, I noticed something. Recently, I think around Peach's birthday of October last year when he turned 6, it occurred to me that he was getting on in age. I'm not actually sure how old 6 is in cat years. Let's check. Oh, it says 42 in human years, which incidentally happens to be the midlife crisis period, which probably explains the change in his behavior. Well, it's not the most drastic change, but I had noticed when I picked him up, he was more calm and tried to kick and escape a little bit less. I think he's overall a little bit more chill. Maybe he's entering his grandpa phase, but he seems to be more open to being around me compared to how he usually is. And one day, I put him on my chest, and he actually stayed there. He actually stayed there. It was incredible. I tried my best to make sure I was cradling him so he had stable footing, and he actually stayed on my chest for what felt like an eternity, although it was probably just 10 minutes. And around December, I got a care package from a friend who had this whole thing about giving her friends gifts for the holidays, and it came with a lot of treats. I was feeling a bit worried about giving these treats to my cat because all his life, he's never actually been too interested in any cat treats. I'd give him a treat or two, but by the third, he'd just look disinterested and go back to his perch and start staring out the window as he does. So I thought he just wasn't as big a snacker as I was. But lo and behold, when I opened that little jelly pack, he went crazy for it. He absolutely loved it. I was in complete shock because I've never actually seen him eat anything with that much enthusiasm in my life. And there I was, looking at this cat, who now apparently tolerates me and is a big foodie. And I realized something. I guess cats can change. Or, more probably, I guess I jumped to conclusions about him. I knew he was a bit aloof from the start, and because I knew he loved his time alone, I let him have it. But maybe I let him have a little bit too much of it. I didn't try to pick him up as often as I should have, and I didn't try to find treats he'd enjoy because I thought I had him all figured out. I guess a relationship with a pet is just like any other relationship. Communication and understanding each other's feelings are integral to a happy companionship. And that's what I failed to do with Peach. I accepted him for who he was. I loved him, even if it felt like he never loved me in return, and I left it at that. I should have learned more about him, pushed him a little bit more, even if it made him a bit uncomfortable. I should have taken the initiative to learn and understand how he wants to be loved and how he likes to show his love to me. Now I know he doesn't mind staying on my chest if he feels secure. Now I know that he loves a particular kind of treat. And now I know he shows his love through the little things, like meowing really softly when I come up to him and pet him. He's still not the most affectionate cat, but now, more than ever, I'm excited to see every little thing he does for me and make sure I never take anything for granted. So, here we are. And it's a bit of a miracle that he's staying here with me. I think I brought him up here because I wanted to film something and I gave him a couple treats, so maybe that little experiment has incentivized him to hang out with me, and that's all I need. My cat still isn't the lovey-dovey cuddly type, and if you've clicked on this video in the hopes of magically curing your cat's apathy, well, I gotta say, there is no panacea. No magic dust that makes it all better. But I can tell you to start trying your best to learn how your cat wants to be loved, and watch out for the tiniest ways they show you that they actually care too. I swear they do, and they'll give you little hints here and there. You just have to look for them. But since you stayed till the very end of the video, I'll give you a secret tip to make sure you get those sweet cat cuddles you've always wanted. So listen good. Get another one. Now, as I'm scripting and shooting this video, Peach, out of his own volition, is sitting right next to my keyboard, getting his hair all over my keys, and keeping me company as I write all about everything that makes him who he is. Words can't explain how much I adore him. My quiet, sleepy, curious, lazy, and stoic boy. I love you, Peach. Well, I guess it's time to hang out with my cat. See you guys. Bye.